Hello, hello, people. I'm Tika.
And I'm Tim. Welcome to Two Sides to One Coin. Quarantine, week 3. Yay.
Hey,
What's up? What's
hey,
up? I'm homebound. I'm in the house. How are you doing, best friend? Yeah. That's what's up. Is that fun?
Cabin fever.
All the way. So, best part about where we are, in your words, where we are in the world, where we are in the country we live in, what's the best part about
mm.
it?
I mean, is it the best? I think that people being nice.
That part. A little come together. Yeah. That.
Yeah. People trying to get the humanity just a bit.
Okay. That's what's up.
You know what? Even though I'm a homebody, I feel like the fact that you can't go outside is what's driving me more crazy.
Because you don't have the option.
I don't
have the option. When you don't have the option, you don't mind staying inside. But when you don't have the option to go out, standing inside is a chore. I don't have that problem.
Right, like my nails not bad, but I feel like I didn't have my appointment. Like I can't do the stuff that I do for me.
Yes, I understand.
I don't think they bad looking, but
you're not. I got facial hair. You see all this? I had to shave it before we recorded, but I had this whole Tony Stark patch that wouldn't grow right here, and I said we can't have that. But I got some upsides.
Okay.
My mother and grandmother work out with me every day. Well, I make them.
That's good.
I sit outside in the backyard. I'm reading more books because I normally read. Let me tell you, these streaming services, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know where the fuck I would be. Let me tell you. I would be that guy just in the mall. Like, somebody talk to me. If I did not have this Disney Plus, this Netflix, this Hulu, this Stars account, honey, I didn't realize there was that much good content on television either.
I just noticed because I had to be honest with myself because my kids was kicking my ass. They was, when I tell you they was winning, they was winning. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, we have to tell the internet. So I called my best friend. Today is Wednesday. So I called my best friend. Happy April 1st. If you're watching this today or tomorrow, whenever you watch this, it's April 1st for us. She calls me and she goes, best friend, I'm so glad you called and checked on me. I'm not doing good. They winning. I said, what? She said, you said, my God, your God kids are winning. I said, ooh. Oh, Lord, that's so funny.
I felt so defeated. I have a 15-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And the 15-year-old is pretty chill. He can do for himself. He go in his room, he's staying there, right? But this 9-year-old and this 5-year-old is kicking my ass. I was like, oh God, somebody help me. Give me no prayers. Don't say, oh, you'll be okay. No, pile your ass over here and help me.
So I made a point these last couple of days to check on the people I know, who I can. All of the ones with children just seemed preoccupied no matter what time I called. Like, Tim, I'm busy, and I was like, yeah, you are. My bad. It's in these moments that I'm so thankful for the condom industry. Thank you, condom industry. Ooh, my kids will be on your doorstep.
They are some little blessings, and you love them. You love them so much.
So much. They're the future.
Kids is some assholes. Like, you're like, oh, I love you so much. They know how to press these like buttons. Like,
so
you didn't even know that you had them buttons. Them buttons is like up underneath one of your organs and shit, chilling. And
but let it be known,
child,
you still work from home while you're with your babies.
Yes. So
mm-hmm.
I'm working from home and I'm homeschooling my kids right now. Now, people, I have never homeschooled my children. Like, my kids, they go to school every day. They come home, you know.
I help them with homework.
At home by 3 o'clock. I'm off work by 6. We do homework. We eat dinner, and then, you know, off to bed, right? And then it's like Groundhog's Day. We do that shit all over again, Monday through Friday. So this whole fucking homeschooling thing that we got going on, that the world like placed on us, it's been trying, but we've been getting there. But it's the buttons.
So do you think school teachers, dance teachers, and all of them need to make a little more money?
You know, I've always thought that, to be honest.
We've always talked about that.
Yeah, I've always thought that teachers, professors, doctors, lawyers, firefighters, nurses, I've always thought that anybody that either save lives or help build a life deserve to be paid more. I mean, because teachers is another influence in your child's life, and they're usually with your kids, especially when they get into age. They're with your kids most of the day. They're with them longer than you're with them, and that's why we all losing our fucking mind, because we like.
I see why your teacher keeps calling me.
I'm not ready. Summer, who did this?
Oh no!
Who made this happen, Lord? Like, I mean, for those parents that homeschool their children, I take my scarf off to you. You can have
not your head, your scarf.
But yeah. I mean, I also think it's different though when you have to kind of split your time, because I still have a full career. Like, I'm still doing 8 hours of work as well.
Right.
So, you know, you have to split your time between, you know, everybody waking up, everybody brushing their teeth, washing faces, you know, putting on something that they can lounge around in, or just leaving them on pajamas because you're not about to go outside. Why fucking do laundry? You know what I'm saying?
Only washing underwear. That's it.
But it's like, then you're making breakfast, and then you're like, okay, here's what y'all have to do. And then you're sitting down and you're booting up and you're logging on and trying to read through emails, but then you're trying to also help them, because it's like, well, mommy, I don't understand this, or I don't know how to do that. So it's like you are juggling like 50,000 pieces.
So y'all out here being full on divine.
Yeah. I think it's different to homeschool when you don't have a full-time job, because that is your job. Your job is to educate your child.
Right. So you have the time.
Right. So your full attention is on that child, you know, and you make this schedule, and you're like, okay, we're going to do math this hour, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And then now we're going to take lunch. Right. And we're going to do this. And then maybe you spend 45 minutes or what have you outside to give them some type of activity. Right. Like, you have a plan, but all of that focus and that attention goes to your child, because that's your job to educate. Right. But it's a different goddamn ball game when you gotta work too.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, if y'all parents out in the world is not okay during this time, it is okay to say, I am not okay, and these fucking children is winning.
Say that again, best friend, for the people, the men and the women.
It is
they need to hear
okay that your child or children is kicking your ass in this moment. Find a crawl space, a closet, you know, some crevice deep in the pantry. Go into that motherfucker and drink something and woosah for a minute.
Go sit in the garage by the water heater.
Something to get at least 5 minutes of breathing.
Just on this side of the water heater, so they don't see you if they come out looking. Mom, Dad. They never turn the corner to look.
I can honestly say it has been an experience. It has been something that I have never experienced before, because like I said, even before I was working from home once a week. But during that time I was at home by myself.
And you was working. The kids was at school, right?
Yeah, and even though they had early release, by that time it was just like, okay, let me give y'all lunch. Mommy got a couple of more hours. Chill. I'm gonna do this, But no.
Mm-mm. But from sun up to sundown?
This is different. This is.
Did you just put 3 Ds at the front of different? This is different.
Different.
So I am with women over 50. And so I smoke a lot more weed since I've been in quarantine. And that's it. I'm good.
You be on the barnyard.
See? That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Don't talk about my godson like that. I'm weak. See, that's the shit. Oh, good job, best friend. That was perfect. Quarantine. We in here.
Our quarantine.
I want to actually speak about quickly then. I love that there's not a lot of celebrity gossip. I love that there's not a lot of salaciousness happening in the world. I love that the world is making people focus on their shit. Like, yeah, don't care about this celebrity because they in quarantine with your ass. So.
Right. I think it's just giving people time to focus on them, whether it's, people just focusing on themselves or people focusing on a new hobby.
That part. On their children.
On their children, because you have parents that don't really know their kids.
And so this is a good time to rediscover.
It's a good time to really get to know your children.
Like Mr. Tim keeps sending you emails. Oh, now you see your kid is really bad as fuck, right? Okay, I'm sorry.
Right. I think this is a good time to really, have conversations and stuff like that with your children, because so much of our time is separated, especially when you're a working parent and your kids are in school.
Right.
Monday through Friday. A lot of the communication between parent and children get lost within that because we have 50,000 other things that we're thinking about and wanting to do. Right. So I think this time right now, the only positive thing about this time that I can honestly come up with is that it's most definitely slowing everybody down.
Right. To focus on self and their house unit.
Yeah.
Like, I said I think the most destructive part about this time is the children that don't have safe homes, or the women that don't have safe homes to be in, and they're stuck in these really bad environments. That's the only thing I try to send out love for, because a lot of those children, those 8 hours or 6 hours was the only time they had peace. And a lot of those women, those 8 or 9 hours at work was the only time they had peace. And so that's what I was saddened about. But like you said, the best part about this isolation is the self-care. Like, go inside. What's been fucking with you for years? Oh, deal with it now. Oh, you still got daddy issues in 2020 in quarantine? You should deal with it now. Right. You still don't trust women. Like, you got 3 more weeks. Deal with it. Try to work through that. So I think that's what's beautiful about it. And I don't have kids, so I sleep a lot.
No, it's been fun because I've even found myself, on a real note. Yes, they are driving me crazy, but I love them. But I found us, running around the house, hiding.
Right, bonding.
You ain't been doing in a very long time, and I'm not just talking about like some weak ass board games, because I think a lot of people do that anyway. But I mean, like, really, like, playing, getting out with guns and shooting each other. And it's been interesting, the things that we can find to do now that we're quarantined and we actually have the time to do it.
Isn't it crazy how for me, it feels like we're going back to the 90s when we grew up, mine is going outside. It feels like this is giving this new generation a chance to do what we did, like arts. I'm scrapbooking. I'm painting and coloring. I'm doing art shit that I used to do when I was a kid. When I felt like I had the time to, I'm like, let me get a coloring book out and just color. So I got color pencils that I color with.
Oh my gosh, me too. Look, let me show you. Okay, look.
Yes.
I'm always a colorer though. I love to color.
But now you have more time. So I have
I do. And these are all like a very good, like inspirational quotes and.
Oh, see, I have an adult coloring book. I like that. Send it to me, best friend.
I know.
I did this. This is what I did yesterday.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it's an adult coloring book. It has like mandalas and all that on it. And there's different versions of it.
I like coloring and then tearing them out because I'm a collage.
Ooh. Oh, and I'm scrapbooking too. So I'm really happy to say that I have all the scrapbooking equipment. And look at you.
I know.
Those are the things that I think it's making people easier.
This
like
one from like my baby.
Oh.
Miss Mia did this one. She colored
my youngest baby.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And see, that's the kind of stuff that I miss.
Yeah. Oh, and this one is from my Caleb, just so you guys know.
Oh, my middle baby, knowledge is power. And like my girl Cersei Lannister would say, power is power. Hey.
But yeah, it's funny that you say coloring because I'm like, oh my God, I love to color. And I think that coloring is also a stress reliever. I really do. Because it kind of just puts you in a space where you're not thinking about nothing but, some beautiful crayons and the lines.
Yeah. Okay, best friend, we both coloring this shit. Come through. That's my best friend.
We both color. I like it.
And then the last thing that was on my mind, what happens next?
What do you mean?
What happens next?
After what?
After this.
Quarantine? People gonna go back to being people.
Do you want that?
I feel like you're gonna have a few that's gonna take some of this and change some of their habits.
Okay.
Like, oh, maybe I do need to spend more time with my kids, or maybe I do need to take more time for myself, or maybe once a week, or I'm saying twice a month, me and my husband do need to get out and have a date night. Like, I think some of those things might travel over for some people. Like, some people are going to develop new habits or a new way of life after this. But there's going to be a whole lot of people too that just kind of revert back to the bullshit because yay, now it's over. Let me go hit the nearest bar real quick because I've been quarantined.
Well, listen.
So I mean, like, I think a lot of what we've experienced, I think a lot of what we experience has given us time to learn a lot about ourselves, our families, our friends. And a lot to learn from and make this a learning experience. And also how to adapt to situations. I think that's the thing. But in the same token, I think that once it's over and we're all in a clear, a lot of what people did before is what they're going to do again. Okay,
that's true. And you're right. I think I should have made the question more simple. What would you implement? Like you said, the things you just named, I feel like those are some of the things I know you are going to implement into your life post whatever this moment in time is, like etching out more date nights or doing fun things with the kids a little more, like planning it as opposed to just letting it happen now that you've had the time for it. I didn't realize how much I wasn't reading in this time, like in the recent past. So I'm like, oh, this has really made me sit back and go, damn, I could be reading more, more books, more autobiographies, more books, just in general. So I think that's where I'm at.
I think for me, it's the total opposite because during this time, it has made me the busiest ever.
That's true.
That's only because of, the children are out of school and my husband is still leaving the house every day to go to work. So he is not here. So it's just me and the kids all day.
Yeah.
So this time has made me like the busy. So it kind of like a little bit of what I took for granted, like my alone time, even every other Sunday just by myself and going to the nail salon, and that was just kind of like my woo-saw moment.
Right.
I took those things for granted because I'm like, that's just what I do. You know what I mean?
Now you like,
it's like, whew, that shit was needed. Like I see, you know, like even the time when it just comes down to me and my husband, it's like I get it because now we're quarantined with our kids, so it's no separating us from our kids until you know our kids go to sleep. But then by the time they're asleep, we're like dog shit tired because it's like he's been working all day.
You've been working and mothering.
And working, you know what I'm saying? So I think the little things that I used to take for granted,
you're gonna live in.
Yeah, and like I can't wait to revert back to that.
Okay, I see what you mean.
The getting out with my kids, and not just necessarily being stuck in the house. You know, more getting out with them.
So it just gave you kind of a different perspective.
Yeah, it really did.
That's what's up.
Because I've just been really, really fucking busy.
Busy, and as the good Lord say, you don't miss your water till that well run dry. Y'all get on the bus, okay? I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. No, ma'am. Nope.
Right?
But
it's been a ride. I can say
good though, and I'm glad that I can look back and go, oh my God, that was interesting. Time. I will say, going to the park, going outside is so quiet. It's so nice. It's the breeze, the air quality. Like it smells cleaner when I walk outside to go check the mail. It's like I'm okay with that feeling. But that's what's up. I'm here for the shits. You know, shit. I ain't got no kids. I'm not in school.
But I have a question for you because I know that when the coronavirus and all of this stuff first started, people wasn't really taking the seriousness of it. And not saying being afraid of it, but taking it serious enough to give some type of shelter to themselves to not get it so easily.
Right.
Have you experienced anybody that you know personally that has been affected by the coronavirus?
No, not personally. Just friends of friends or high school friends. I don't know anybody in my circle to say that's been affected by it. It is a lot of fear mongering. So, but no, not in my tribe. Not nobody that I can say, girl, guess what happened?
Right.
And if I can't call you and be like, girl, guess who's sick? It ain't nobody I like. I care when people pass, but the fact that it's not a 4 degrees of separation, it's probably like a 6 degree separation of people I know who know somebody who passed away from some late. So, and what about you? Anybody you know? Anybody you know?
I know a few people that has been affected by the coronavirus that had tested positive and was very, very sick from it. So, you know, prayers to all those people who have been affected by this, whether it's you who was sick personally or someone that you love that was sick from this. I think that when this affects you personally or affects somebody that you love, you look at the situation a little bit more differently. What was funny is not so funny anymore.
True.
So, I just think that all people should just take it seriously, stay inside. Your nails, your eyelashes, your hair,
not worth your life.
It's not worth it. Like, stay inside. They're asking, and they're not saying to stay inside because everybody being separated means that the coronavirus is going to go away. No. They just need for this to kind of come at a decline. To come down. It doesn't need to spread so rapidly. So whether you understand it or you don't, keep your ass in the house.
And stay safe. Stay safe. If you still have to go to work, because I will say this, I live in a town where a lot of people are mission essential or essential workers. Like, they have to work on the base. That most of the girls that I know in this city of Huntsville still have to go into an office to work. I only know like 3 that can work remotely now. But in saying that, stay safe. Wash your hands. Definitely. I mean, you shouldn't have to tell humans to wash your hands, but wash your hands and take care of each other. I think in this time, the best thing, like you said, I'm seeing families. I'm seeing it takes a village again. I'm seeing help your neighbors, like the ones you know. Like if you see an old woman and you know her, help her with her groceries. Walk her, ask her if she need help, man or woman, young or old, black or white. If you see somebody in need, do something to help, because humanity's coming back slowly, but it's I'm seeing peaks of it, and I like it. I love when I go, because I go get everything from my mom and grandma. I love when I see my generation and younger, helping and not being part of the problem. Like, I really haven't seen the craziness with the tissue or the water. I've heard, and I understand that it probably happens, but I go grocery shopping at 8 a.m, so
Right. And before we end this, I wanted to find out from you if you by any chance seen the viral video of the nurse who quit her job on the fucking spot.
Yes, I did. I did.
How do you feel about it?
Yes and no. I don't know if it was a stunt for publicity. I don't know if it was genuine. The feeling was, I get where it's the one with kids, right? Mm-hmm. The one who said, I got kids at home. Ain't it called a Hippocratic oath to do no harm and all that? And so I'm with her. I'm a mother. I'm not about to put my life in danger. But at the same time, if I was a surgeon or a paramedic, you can't, or a firefighter, I'm not going in that house because it's on fire type thing. So I was torn, but I also, I get it. You have a family at home and you trying to kill us to help.
Just to kind of explain a little background of the story a little bit more for those who may not have seen it. It was a nurse who was assigned to the coronavirus patient floor, and she decided to quit her job on the spot. Now, what a lot of people don't know, and what she don't say within that video, or how sometimes when things go viral, it's chopped and
chopped and screwed. Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that this lady had breast cancer after she became a nurse, and I think that everyone knows that once you have cancer, your immune system is never the same. It's altered forever. I was not pleased with the certain comments that I saw from people like, oh, well, that's your job and you shouldn't have went into the medical field and this is that and the third, but people not realizing that she was a nurse before she got breast cancer.
Right.
Secondly, it is also the job of these nurses, managers or supervisors or whatever they call them, to make sure that these nurses are safe. So my thing is, if I was a firefighter and I could not see as well, it's probably situations that I cannot be in because I am more of a hazard than anything else, right?
Right.
So with her immune system is already compromised. You have a huge hospital. There's other areas within the hospital
they're trying to make you.
Right. So I think that the nurses' medical records and medical information need to be considered when putting them in certain positions. And I also think people need to realize too is that these nurses and these doctors and these
families
and all of these people that are helping you, they are also people.
This is not automatons. They're not robots. Right.
They are also mothers. They're also fathers. They're also sisters, and everything that you and I are. Yeah. So the type of comments that was made toward that lady, I just thought that it was inconsiderate.
That's heartbreaking. That's really heartbreaking. Wow. Because I would have quit on the spot.
And I think I would have too, because I think that there's always a workaround to everything.
You could have put me in the NICU.
For those people that have these jobs, because a lot of people don't realize is that you don't just get a job just strictly because you love it, but you also get a job to provide for your family. You know what I mean? So I think it's why put someone there who their medical history, they have 2 kids at home, and if they are, caught up with this, what happens to those babies? And she has no one else. You know what I'm saying? I think that also with dealing with this, we got to be a little bit more cautious and have a little bit more companionship, especially when it comes to our nurses and our doctors and our healthcare providers, whatever. I don't give a fuck if they just pushing a broom around the hospital. Have more compassion for them because they are on the front lines, period. And they don't have to do shit for you.
They're choosing to help you save your life.
Yeah. Right. So show a little bit more compassion.
That's true.
Be better. It's okay. Yeah,
it's okay.
And she quit. And she has all right to do that if that's what she feels she needs to do.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Once you know the circumstances, the firefighter didn't go in to burn the house because he got lung problems. Well, they should have took him off the field. He should have been in the office doing desk work. Right. You know, she has pre-existing cancer. She should be either with the kids or in therapy during this outbreak. You put her in the physical therapy wing. Right. But compassion. And to end this, I will say the pharmaceutical company ain't losing a dime. They're actually getting more money than they've gotten in quite a while because a lot of people have been going healthy. A lot of people have been staying out of sickness. And so this was a great boost for them. So there's nothing like war and death to bring money to a country. So right now we need to care about our people as a whole, not race or creed, but the people. Ooh, that was good. The people. The fucking people. Yeah, hey, the fucking people care about them, you know? But I'm with it. And not even pushing this. Ride this out. Enjoy this time. Spend more time. Reach out to your best friend. Tell them you love them. I love you, best friend. and lead with love. Be a little more compassionate. But other than that, let's keep it classy. Ask us anything y'all want to know. Hit us up. Reach out below. Tell us how your quarantine is going. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, if you're still at work, if you're working remotely. I want to know. I want to know what you're going through. Reach out to us. We love y'all. We're going to try to keep this train going so y'all can see these beautiful faces. You see how I did this? These beautiful faces during quarantine and after. So we love y'all so much.
Yeah, we love y'all. We love y'all. Everybody stay safe and healthy out there.
Safe and healthy.
We are all in God's favor. So no worries, no scares. Just stay safe and healthy. And we will talk to y'all later.
Bye. Bye.